আমি যেমন বলেছিলাম যে লুসেন্টের সমস্ত বই আপলোড করে দেব, মানে লুসেন্টের সমস্ত বই না, মানে লুসেন্ট যে জিকে তার অ্যানসিয়েন্ট হিস্ট্রি, মিডিভেল এবং মডার্ন সমস্তটাই আপলোড করব, তবে একটু সময় লাগবে। যেমন প্রথমে আমি 2 পেজ পড়েছিলাম অ্যানসিয়েন্টের এবং তারপর থেকে এখন শুরু করছি। যদি মনে হয় খুব স্পিডে বলে ফেলছি তাহলে স্পিডটা একটু কমিয়ে দেখে নিও। আর যদি ভালো লাগে চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করো আর বন্ধু বান্ধবদের সঙ্গে শেয়ার করে দিও। তো শুরু করছি। মেন ক্রপস: হুইট অ্যান্ড বার্লি, এভিডেন্স অফ কাল্টিভেশন অফ রাইস ইন লোথাল অ্যান্ড রংপুর, গুজরাট অনলি। আদার ক্রপস: ডেটস, মাস্টার্ড, simam, cotton, etc. Indus people were the first to produce cotton in the world. Animals: sheep, goat, humped and humpless bull, buffalo, boar, dog, cat, pig, fowl, deer, tortoise, elephant, camel, rhinoceros, tiger, etc. Lion is not known to Indus people. From Amari, a single instance of the Indian rhinoceros has been reported. There was extensive inland and foreign trade with Mesopotamia or Sumeria, modern Iraq, Bahrain, etc. flourished. Imports from gold, Kolar, Karnataka, Afghanistan, Persia, Iran; silver, Afghanistan, Persia, South India; copper, Khetri, Rajasthan, Baluchistan, Arabia; tin, Afghanistan, Bihar; lapis lazuli and sapphire, Badakhshan, Afghanistan; jade, Central Asia; steatite, Sahari Sokta, Iran; Kidhar Hills, Pakistan; amethyst, Maharashtra; agate, Chalcedonies and Saurashtra and West India; Sarnelians. Exports: agricultural products, cotton, goods, terracotta, figurines, pottery, certain beads from Chanudaru, conch shell from Lothal, ivory products, copper, etc. A very interesting feature of this civilization was that iron was not known to the people. The Sumerian text referred to trade relation with Meluha, which was the name given to the Indus region. Satughai and Mundighak were the Indus sites found in Afghanistan. The Sumerian text also refer to two intermediate stations, Dilmam, Bahrain, and Makran coast, Susa and Ord are Mesopotamian place where Harappan seals were found. The Harappans were the earliest people to produce cotton. It was called Sindon by the Greeks. As there is no evidence of coins, butter is assumed to have been the normal method of exchange of goods. Lothal was an ancient port of Indus civilization. The Indus civilization was primarily urban. There is no clear cut evidence of the nature of polity, but it seems that the ruling authority of Indus civilization was a class of merchants. The Harappan people did not worship their gods in temple. No temple, in fact, has been unearthed. An idea of their religion is formed from the statues and figurines found. The most commonly found figurine is that of Mother Goddess Matri Devi or Shakti. There is evidence of prevalence of Joni, female sex organ, worship. The chief male deity was the Pashupati Mahadev, the lord of animals, Proto Shiva, represented in seals as sitting in yogic posture. He is surrounded by four animals: elephant, tiger, rhino, and buffalo, and two deer appeared at his feet. There was the prevalence of phallic lingam worship. Thus, Shiva Shakti worship, the oldest form of worship in India, appears to have been part of the religious belief of Harappan people, especially humped bull. The remains and relics also reveal that jewelry, animal worship, and tree worship especially people, were in vogue in those days. There is the evidence of pictographic script found mainly on seals. The script has not been deciphered so far, but overlap of letters on some of the postcards from Kalibanga so that writing was boustrophodon or from right to left and from left to right in alternate lines. It has been referred to as Proto-Dravidian. Steatite was mainly used in the manufacture of seals. Harmless bull is represented in most of the Indus seals. Inhumation or complete burial was the most common method of disposal of the dead. The origin of the swastika symbol can be traced to the Indus civilization. Indra is accused of causing the decline of Indus civilization. M. Wheeler. The Rigveda speaks of a battle at a place named Hariampia, which has been identified with Harappa. The majority of scholars believe that the makers of the civilization were Dravidian. Contemporary civilization of Indus civilization, Mesopotamia, Egypt, and China. Vedic culture. Vedic culture 1500 BC to 600 BC. Original home of the Arjo. The location of the original home of the Arjo still remains a controversial point. Some scholars believe that the Arjo were native to the soil of India, and some other scholars believe that the Arjo were migrated from outside Central Asia, Europe, Arctic region. According to popular belief, the Arjo were supposed to have migrated from Central Asia into the Indian subcontinent in several stages or waves during 2000 BC to 1500 BC. Bogachkai inscription, Asia Minor Turkey, which mention four Vedic gods Indra, Varuna, Mitra, and Nasatra, proves Central Asian theory as their homeland. The group that came to India first settled in the present frontier province and the Punjab, then called Sapta Sindhu, region of seven rivers. They lived there for many centuries and gradually pushed into the interior to settle in the valleys of the Ganges and the Jamuna. Vedic literature 1500 BC to 600 BC. It is presumed that the Rig Veda was composed while the Arjo were still in the Punjab. Vedic literature comprises of four literary productions: the Samhita or Veda, the Brahman, the Aranyak, the Upanishad. Vedic literature had grown up in course of time and was really handed down from generation to generation by word of mouth. Hence, these are called Shruti, to hear. The most important of Vedic literature are Veda. Vedas are called Apurasya, is not created by man but God gifted and Nitya, existing in all eternity. There are four Vedas: Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda. The first three Vedas are jointly called Vedatroyi, trio of Vedas. Of the four Vedas, the Rig Veda, collection of lyrics, is the oldest text in the world and therefore is also known as the first testament of mankind. The Rig Veda contains 1028 hymns, divided into 10 mandalas. 6 mandalas from 2nd to 7th mandalas are called Gotra. Vamsa Mandala, Kula Granth, the first and 10th mandalas are said to have been added later. The 10th mandala contains the famous Prusakstha Purusakta, which explains the four Varna Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra. The hymns of Rig Veda are recited by Hotri. The Samaved book of Chant had 1549 hymns. All hymns, excluding 75, are taken from the Rig Veda. The hymns of the Samveda are recited by Udgatri. This Veda is important for Indian music. The Yajur Veda. Book of Sacrificial Prayers is a ritual Veda. Its hymns are recited by Adhavarjo. It is divided into two parts, Krishna Yajurved and Shukla Yajurved. In contrast to the first two, which are in verse entirely, this one is in both verse and prose. The Atharvaved, book of magical formula. The fourth and the last one contains charms and spells to ward off evils and disease. For a very long time, it was not included in the category of the Veda. The Brahman explain the hymns of the Veda. They are written in prose and ritualistic in nature. Brahma means sacrifice. The various sacrifices and rituals have been elaborately discussed in the Brahmans. Every Veda has several Brahmans attached to it. Rig Veda, Aitri and Kausiki, Sankho, Samved, Panchavissa, Tanda Mahabrahman, Sadvins, Chandogaya, and Jaimini. Jajurved, Satapat, the oldest and the largest Brahman, and Taittri. Atharvaved, Gopatha. The word Aranya means the forest. The forest texts were called Aranyak because they are written mainly for the hermits and the students living in jungles. The Aranyak are the concluding portions of the Brahman. The Upanishads are philosophical texts. They are generally called Vedanta as they came towards the end of the Veda. There are 108 Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka is the oldest Upanishad. বাকিটা পরের দিন আপলোড করব। এইভাবে আমি আস্তে আস্তে পুরো লুসেন্টের যে জিকে বই আস্তে আস্তে আপলোড করে দেব। আর এত অবধি শোনার জন্য থ্যাংক ইউ। আর যদি মনে হয় ভালো লেগেছে তাহলে বন্ধুদের মধ্যে শেয়ার করে দিও।